I wanted to stand near till I see Brian. He made me laugh.
Brian makes you laugh.
Yeah, here on my phone.
He can stand with you.
No, he didn't stand with me. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Anytime you are. You got the floor.
All right. I want to first say thanks to everyone for coming out here today as we remember our loved one, Donald Eugene Hicks, who died August the 22nd, 2014. We want to honor him and remember him. He was a loving husband, father, and papa. I know, Mom, that it wasn't easy caring for him all these years. He was sick, but you've done a fantastic job. Clayton, you and Rich, you couldn't have done it without you guys. You all done so much for Mama and Mom. And I just want to say that he will always be remembered and never forgotten. If anyone wants to say anything or remember a thought, you have the floor now to do so. So, anyone want to speak? Mom, you want to say something?
Okay. I got this poem, so here we go. I might stumble a little bit.
That's all right, I did too.
Wait a minute, I got the right page. Okay. Weep not, he's not dead. He's resting in the bosom of Jesus. Heartbroken wife, weep no more. Grief-stricken son, weep no more. Left lonesome daughters, weep no more. He's only just gone home, August 22nd, 2014. God was looking down from his great high heavens, looking down on all his children. And his eye fell on Brother Donald, tossing on his bed of pain. And God's big heart was touched with pity, with everlasting pity. And God sat back on his throne, and he commanded that tall, bright angel standing at his right hand, "Call me death." And that tall, bright angel cried in a voice that broke like a clap of thunder, "Call death, call death." And the echo sound down the streets of heaven till it reached away back to that shadowy place where death waits with his pale white horse. And death heard the summons, and he leaped on his fastest horse, pale as a sheet in the morning. Up the golden streets Death galloped, and the hoofs of his horse struck fire from the gold, but they didn't make no sound. Up Death rode to the great white throne and waited for God's command. And God said, "Go down, Death, go down, Death, go to Huntington, West Virginia, and find Brother Donald. He's bore the burden and the heat of the day. He's labored long in my vineyard, and he's tired and he's weary. Go down, Death, go down and bring him to me." And Death didn't say a word, but he loosened the reins on his pale white horse, and he clapped the spurs through his bloodless thighs, and out and down he rode. Through heaven's fairy gates, past the sun and the moon and the stars, on Death rode. Leaving the lightning flash behind, straight down he came. While we were watching round his bed, he turned his eyes and looked away. He saw what we couldn't see. He saw old Death. He saw old Death. But Death didn't frighten Brother Donald. He looked at him like he was a welcome friend, and he whispered to us, "I'm going home." And he bowed and closed his eyes. And Death took him up like a baby and laid him in his icy arms. But he didn't feel no chill. And Death began to ride again, up beyond the morning sun, into the glittering light of glory, on the great white throne. And there he lay, Brother Donald, on the loving breast of Jesus. And Jesus took his hand and wiped away his tears, and he smoothed the furrows from his face. And the angel sang a little song, and Jesus rocked him in his arms, and he kept saying, "Take your rest, take your rest. Weep not, he is not dead. He's resting in the bosom of Jesus."
Very good.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Anyone else have anything? Heather Hicks, you got anything?
I do, but I don't know if I want to read it all or not.
Here, you take my chair.
I don't know about sharing.
Yeah, see, I'll show you.
Says, Grandpa, I want you to know that you will always have a special place in my heart, where I just keep the special things that only we have shared, like all the state road stories that you used to tell me over and over again. But I would listen to them a million more times if God would allow you to tell me. Again, Grandpa, I also miss all the little things that you would say to me each and every day. Like how you would call me pretty girl because you could not remember my name. But that was okay to me because you will always be a great grandpa and a great friend. You showed love to everyone until your journey's end. You are the greatest grandpa in the world and also an awesome friend. Grandpa, I want you to know that there is not a day that goes by that I don't think of you and how you always had a smile on your face. And I hope when God decides to call me home, I hope he has me a mansion right next to yours so I can see your smiling face every day. And also we can walk the streets of gold together each and every day. Grandpa, I want you to know I will always love you today, tomorrow, and always. Grandpa, since the day that you said your goodbyes, well, while we was looking at you with tear-filled eyes, I realized what God said is true. Because God said that he only takes the best. He realized that you needed your rest. So he had you to shut your beautiful eyes one last time, and he took care of all the rest. When God called you home, he called home the best.
Very good. Pretty. Anybody else want to say anything? Big Rick, you got anything to say?
Well, I can say I love my dad and I always will. And I miss him.
Tim, you got anything to say? Clayton, you got anything to say? Give Heather the book and you can speak.
No, I'm good.
Your turn.
I'm good.
You good? Are you good? Anybody else got anything? Ann, you got anything? Mark, Cody, you want to share anything? Y'all can stand up if you want. I guess we'll let us pray. Mom, you want to stand up? Come on, we're all going to join hands.